day by day. Presented by First Community Credit Union. Life is better with community.
In agriculture, every season is different. It takes hard work, determination, and passion to keep a farm or ranch going year after year. At First Community Credit Union, we know and understand that passion for agriculture. Our local staff can help farmers and ranchers invest in new equipment, expand their operations, and prepare for whatever challenges may lie ahead. Together, we can achieve success now and for generations to come. First Community Credit Union, we're rooted in your future.
You know, we have some work to do to play against a top team in the country. You need to really execute at a high level and play physical while doing that. You know, you need to have your eyes in the right spot, your focus has to be great, and then when it's time to trigger and go make a play, you need to go do it.
Our effort was good, we just got to focus a lot on execution. Playing every play like it's your last play, going as hard as you can, making sure you're in that right gap and just making sure you understand that every play could be that next big play. We got to do that from now on.
It was kind of good to get those out there after our first two games, kind of handily winning those, to kind of have that wake-up call like, hey, we're not all that. We need to do some work day by day, 1% better every day. Felt good to finally get out there, be able to make some plays for the team, you know, after being injured the last few years and stuff, getting back on the field, getting into the feel of things, it really feels good.
I mean, everyone showed that like we're not going to give up even if we're down by 20 points or we finish games. So the score wasn't going our way either way, but you've seen the team come together and finish the game strong. So.
We put it past us now, but the 24 hours after that, it really stung for us as a program. We're motivated and fired up for the rest of the season.
You got to put everything in the proper perspective, and the reality is we're 2-2. We're early in the season and have everything out in front of us. Obviously, learning from that experience is really important. If you approach it that you got to learn and have an opportunity to improve because of that experience, that's the way you got to look at it. And you got to be excited to get better each and every day and get ready for this next opponent.
The biggest thing that stands out about Coach Dosch is just his experience, and also is just energy and attitude every day. It's very motivational and contagious to us as a position group. Just him, he's coached so many outside linebackers over the years, and he's seen many skill sets. So for him to look at us and be able to coach us from previous years is a huge plus for us as a position group.
And I grew up in a coaching household. My dad was a 35-year high school football coach, and he coached track and basketball and baseball, so I was around coaching my whole life and doing it my whole life, really. And got out of it as the years went on. The itch to coach came back, and it was probably always there just because of the environment. And you know, I was lucky enough to stay connected to the program, you know, working with Jack Michaels and the whole crew, and that allowed me to sit in on meetings and still stay connected to football, watch a lot of film with the coaches, and that was a positive for me, because then I felt like I stayed connected to football and stayed in touch with things.
Overcame a bad penalty, and it's great to see you score a touchdown after you get put way behind the chains like you did. Now let's make the kick.
Every Sunday night we were meeting, and we called it Sunday Night Football. And we've been coached together for a long time and known each other for a real long time, so it was real helpful to me to have a guy with his experience to sit down and watch our upcoming opponent, take notes and ask for input. So he never really left the game of football. This is his passion, what he wants to do. So when we felt we had the right opportunity to have him be part of our staff, it just made perfect sense, and really pleased. He's excited to be out here. He has a lot of enthusiasm.
He brings it every day. He's always consistent, has really good attitude and energy, and that just stands out.
He's a friendly guy, great coach, always says hi, always talks you up. He's a high fives, everyone high five every day before practice. He's a good coach to have for sure.
That's probably the thing I missed the most, really, was being around the coaches and players every day, you know, and just developing those relationships. And really, it keeps you young. It really does when you're around young people this much, and really the quality of guys that we have in this program. Not only at my position group, but really the entire program. It's just a bunch of real high quality guys. They're fun guys to be around. And again, my familiarity with the coaching staff for many years helps as well. So those are the guys you spend most of your day with, are coaches and players, and we got a great group of them here. So it's been a lot of fun for me.
I feel like I understand what we're doing as a defense a little better. You know, this is my 5th year, so I kind of thought, you know, before Dosch, like I kind of knew our defense in and out, you know, but then once Dosch came in, he's really stressed, learning what just even everybody's doing on the defense, even though it might not affect you per se, like just knowing where the nose tackle is going, you know, can help you with where your fold fit's going to be and stuff like that. So I think just making us a better students of the game is really what he's done the best of.
You know, when you look at building a staff, you always want to mix, and he brings that experience factor, and where younger coaches can ask opinions, or he has a lot of confidence that he can bring forth opinions and a different look at things.
With the staff here, you know, I was fortunate enough to coach with Austin Flieger, and I coached together for about 6 years prior. Travis Steps and I coached together a couple of years, and then knowing Joel Svenspire and Carl Reinholtz, just being around them, you know, there's a lot of terminology and stuff that I was very familiar with from past years.
Because we weren't together all those years. We were gone for 10 years, and he can bring a different insight into my office. And that's what I want as assistants, to, you know, be in your ear and have you challenge you and have you take a different look at things. You don't want a bunch of people that are just agreeing on everything. Obviously, when it comes down to making decisions, you make that final decision, then we got to all be on the same page. But to bring a different perspective and challenge the thought process and challenge what we're doing and trying to get better, he brings a whole lot of that to our staff.
It's fun though, but because if you're enjoying it like I do, then time goes fast when you enjoy it, and it's really been an enjoyable thing for me to do my whole life.
Yeah, it has been a month. You know, we're excited about our first 2 at home. Then we had 2 road trips and an open date. So 4 weeks since we've been at home, but we're excited to be back at home, homecoming. You know, we'll have a great crowd and they'll be into it. And obviously we got to make plays early and get the crowd into it and keep them into it by playing well. But it'll be fun to be back home. I know our guys love playing in the Alaris Center, and we get this great support from our community, and we're going to have a lot of people back in town celebrating their homecoming and getting back together, and to see former players is always a fun time of year.
Yeah, a lot of family, a lot of alumni coming back. You know, it's always good to get a homecoming win, so we got to go out there and put on a show for the fans.
And the fans come back, homecoming's a special week, I mean, for the whole Grand Forks community. Just being able to, all the events that go on in the area, I mean, and being able to play in front of the Grand Forks community on Saturday is just a lot more energy, especially in a home crowd. Playing against Western Illinois is going to be a fun weekend.
Really proud of our fan base this year for showing up. It's going to be a great team in the Alaris Center, a little bit different than what we're used to, spreading us out a little bit. We're really excited to be home back playing in the Alaris Center.
I think for our team, and specifically on defense, is getting back and playing a 60-minute game, which we haven't done yet, you know, and that's really important to us, is playing consistent and taking advantage of our opportunities. That's probably the biggest thing for the week, is getting back on track and how close to a 60-minute game can you play, and that's what everybody's striving for, and then we're still shooting for that, and that's we have that opportunity against Western Illinois on Saturday.
Yeah, Coach Foyne always thought like winning all the games in October. I mean, just being 1-0 in October, just getting a win, a conference win on the board would mean a lot to, I mean, all of us, just being able to get a win on the board in the conference play.
You know, we got to start fast. We got to protect the ball, you know, not give their defense turnovers. The defense has turnovers the last few weeks, so just get back to the fundamentals, you know.
We had Boise, then a bye week, now we were at SDSU, but, you know, be home for Western Illinois and homecoming week, it's going to be a fun week.